Welcome to Cheney, Washington, home of the Eastern Washington University and your Eastern Washington Eagles. Hello everyone and welcome to our newest dynasty, Eastern Washington University. Eastern Washington is a one-star school with a 32 overall, 39 offense, 28 defense. We will be playing in the Independent Conference. There are 14 teams in the conference. Some of us will be playing for the SEC. Some of us will be playing to work toward the Big Ten. Each year, a handful of independence teams will progress forward into the American or the MAC Conference, and vice versa. MAC teams will be brought down to the independent level, depending on their records. Hopefully the top three in each conference will move forward, each with the same goal of moving toward the SEC and the Big Ten, respectively. Once in the SEC or the Big Ten, that will determine our 14-team playoff. 7 teams from the SEC will play against 7 teams from the Big Ten, with your national championship being decided head-to-head. To begin our journey to make it to the Big Ten and compete for the national championship will be the quarterback, Lance Goen. True freshman, number 12, 67 overall. His backup being Jake West, a freshman, as well as Casey Bowen. This team is comprised of primarily walk-ons, but a few recruits that decided to commit last year. Halfback Stephen Oliver will be leading the way out of the backfield. Carl Rust and Reggie Lewis will also see a few touches. Fullback Andy Simpson and John Sims, along with wide receiver Tony O'Quinn, Kevin Horn, Billy Lee, Chris Jenkins, Joe Rogers. Waiting for their time next year, Sincere McNeil and Noble Johnson were transfers from another school this year. Our tight ends will be Derek Smith and Andrew Warren. Offensive line is comprised of Derek Henley, Brock McNair, Brian Barron, Jermaine Hawkins, Robert Graham, Pat Bryant, Jerome Turner, and Chris Green. Boy, did this team look bad. Defensively, we'll have Alex Riley, Marcus Garrett, Alex Ratliff, Brandon Anderson on the D-line, along with Leon Kelly, James Dowdle, Aaron Berry, Emmanuel Brown. And wait for his turn next year is transfer freshman Matthew Green. Our linebackers will be Bobby Matthews, Lee Jones, Rufus Phillips, Kyle Moore, Travis Parks, Matt Murray, and Michael Boyd. Defensive back Melvin Harris, Mike Blunt, Roman Davis, Zach Burns, Derek Whitaker, Derek Moore, Chris Brock, and Matt Gordon will look to stop any air raid attack from the opposing team. Wish them luck. Our highest rated overall player is Robert Dixon, which is our kicker, and our punter, Doug Weston. Here at Eastern Washington, our rivals are Montana, Washington State, and Washington. We'll try to schedule them each year. The home team being the previous winner of the last game, with the exception of Montana being an FBS school. If they win the next season, it'll be a neutral site game. For our first year, our schedule is Montana, we would travel to Wyoming, home against Hawaii, travel to Washington, home against Wake Forest, travel to Western Kentucky, home against Texas State, travel to North Texas, home against Mid Tennessee State and Kent State, travel to Washington State, and finally end it at Boise State. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. We hope that you join us each and every game and cheer on the Eastern Washington Eagles as we go from bad to great. Thank you.